Happy holidays, YouTube. Yep, that's right. Today we're going to make some holiday appetizers, or appetizers for any time of year, but you know, we all know you're going to be serving a lot of them around this time. So, what I'm going to be making today, it's hard to, name them. They're kind of like little mini quesadillas, or chicken cones, whatever. I'll just call them mini chicken quesadillas for now. What we're going to need to do, we're going to start off by stir-frying the chicken in the wok with some oil and a few spices. Get a bit of seasoning, get it cooked, get it ready to go. We're going to preheat the oven at the same time to, I'm going to say, about 375. And while that's preheating, it's going to be cooking. Shouldn't take too long to get to where we need it to be. And then what we're going to do is we're going to combine them all into the pre-cut tortilla shells in the form of little triangles here, with the cheese that has been grated, and we're going to make these little mini quesadillas. So hope you enjoy, and let's get cooking. And just to specify, I am cooking the chicken on medium heat. It'll probably, I'll say, take about 10 minutes to get where we want to be. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Pretty obvious, it turns white like chicken usually does. Because it is cut into fairly thin strips, so it cooks a little bit faster. While it's cooking here in the oil, I'm just going to sprinkle on some of the spices I mentioned. So here we go, sprinkle that on. Sprinkle it pretty evenly over the chicken. The first spice I put on there was coriander. Now I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper on there. Not too much, you just want a little pinch here. If you sprinkle it nice and slowly, it covers pretty evenly. Just adds a nice flavor to everything. And finally, the mystery spice. I can't remember exactly which this one was. Talked about that in a previous video. Take a guess, it's one of the curry spices. It could be a curry mix that I had left over. Could be cumin, something like that. I'm not sure which one it was, to be honest. And now I'm going to add in some pepper. And just let that cook for a bit. Stir it up while you're cooking it, or else it will start to burn and stick to the plate, even with the oil in there. It's just the nature of things. Like I said before, though, make sure you put some oil in there. I use sunflower oil. It doesn't matter what you use, though. So let's just let this cook now. Okay, so you can turn the stove off now. The chicken has finished cooking, the oven is preheated, everything's ready to go. So just to give you an example, this is what the chicken looks like. It's nice and white, it's well cooked, it's ready to go. So let's get ready to make our appetizers here. So for each piece of chicken, we're going to take one of these little triangular pieces of tortilla. You grab a fork, because it's still pretty hot in there. Take a piece of chicken, push it off onto the tortilla, grab some cheese, put it on top, roll it up nice and tight there, press it down. There you go. We're going to do this for each piece of chicken, and then we're going to throw it in the oven afterwards. Okay, now once you have them all made and laid out nicely on your plate like this, that was an accident actually, they ended up all together in the same amount. You're just going to sprinkle a bit of cheese on top, whatever you had left over. If you don't have any left over, then you can just leave it. It's really up to you. Now we're going to grab our towel and throw these in the oven. They don't need to go in for long because the chicken's already cooked. We're just trying to bake the shells a bit and melt the cheese. So let's throw these in there and get ready for some fresh taquitos. Okay, so our little mini taquitos here are all nicely cooked. The cheese is melted, they're ready to go, so let's put them on a plate and they're ready to serve.